Hey guys, it's Gemma. Today's look is on this really quick, simple 5 to 10 minute makeup that I always put on if I only have, a couple of minutes to get ready. Really good for people that, wake up late or have to start really early and they don't want to spend a lot of time on their makeup. So this is kind of what I do when I don't have a lot of time. So if you want to see how to get it, please keep watching. Okay, so when I'm running late, I don't use an extra primer. I just use my moisturizer as my primer. I kind of cut out that stuff just to bring down time if I'm really running behind. So for foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal Nude Magique Cushion Foundation. So it's a cushion foundation. So what you do is you open it up and you have like a little sponge here. And then you can use that to apply it. And then you open it up and you've got the product in there. It's really easy to just grab the sponge and start applying. This foundation is a light coverage, but you can build it up. It's very natural. It's a dewy finish, so it's really good for dry skin, but I wouldn't recommend it for you if you're oily, just because it is very dewy. But for dry skin, it's amazing. Like, I love it. It's so good. If you have any dry patches, it doesn't cling to it, which is really nice. Also, my color for this foundation is just the lightest one they have. I think it's 01. They don't have the name on the packaging for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I'm just going to go ahead and apply it with the sponge that it comes with, just because it's easier to do that way. And then I'll go in for some a bit later. So you just press it into the skin. Now this formula is so good because it just melts into the skin and it's just so easy to apply. That's what I like about it. It's like literally only takes like 2 minutes to apply a foundation. And depending on how good your skin is, like, you don't have to build it up, which is really good. So you can kind of stop where you want your coverage to be. So when I'm really strapped for time, I kind of don't worry about like, concealing everything on my face, just because I don't have the time to do that and I don't really care about everything. I'll just kind of get the main spots that I want to conceal. Okay, so now I've got my base on. I just want to go in with a little bit more coverage. Now I find if you use like a dense brush, you get more coverage out of it. And this is just the Real Techniques buffing brush. So I just press it into the cushion and start pushing it into the skin. It's super quick and easy to just apply it, and it's really good because you can take it on the go if you want to touch it up. So just chuck it in your handbag, and when you need to touch up, just use the little sponge and just, it's very cute. I'm going to conceal some of my really prominent pimples. Don't really worry too much about doing my whole face, just because I don't have the time. Sometimes I'm running really late and I want to cut down on time as much as I can. So just the main ones. So for the concealer for my face, I just used my MAC Studio Finish concealer. Now, I do like to conceal a little bit under my eyes, just like a tiny bit, just because I don't sleep a lot. So I just take a little bit of my MAC Pro Longwear just on my fingers and just dab it just where I really need it on the inner corners. I take it over a little bit on the lid because I'm not doing any eyeshadow, so that will help conceal the veinage and any redness I have. Now if I'm really strapped for time, I kind of just do this a little bit on the brows and mascara. I'm just going to show you all the steps that I do sometimes when I have 15 minutes. Okay, so that's looking good. As you can tell, it does give a really good dewy finish to the skin. I'm just going to quickly powder it just because I want it to last a little bit longer. Sometimes I don't powder it, I just let it go like this because it looks really natural. I just use a little dusting just to take off some of the shine. And the powder I'm using at the moment, the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and I've got the shade Light, so I just apply that with just a Duo Fiber brush. Just really quickly all over my face. And this foundation still gives you like a glow under the powder, which is so nice because it doesn't make you look heaps flat like some foundations do when you're really dry and it makes you look cakey and gross and crusty, but I love this foundation. So just apply a little bit under the eyes, just to set that concealer a little bit above the eyebrows, a little bit on the lids, just kind of everywhere. So now I'm going to quickly fill in my brows. I did get them waxed and tinted, so I don't have to do much to it. So that's also something that I like to do, just to save time in the morning, because they still look fine. Like, I don't have to fill them in if I was like really running late. Just chuck on some mascara, but I like to just define them a little bit more on an everyday basis. So I just fill in a little bit on this ends, because I still am very sparse there. So I still brush them through a little bit. And just take the pencil. Oh, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown, by the way. Forgot to say that. See, it makes such a difference. It just really frames. Unlike this one, it looks real shit. If I do have a little extra time, I do like to apply a clear brow gel, just because my eyebrows are crazy and they like to, you know, go everywhere. So I'm just using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. Just quickly brush them through. Just because my hair is just so crazy. And like, I'll have like a hair like all the way up here sometimes. It just has a mind of its own, really. So I'm quickly going to apply some mascara, and I'm going to use my favorite mascara at the moment, which is the CoverGirl Supersizer mascara. It's such a good mascara. The only thing with this mascara is it can get a little bit clumpy, so just be careful, but it's so good, especially the formula in the brush. Like, look at the difference. Oh, it's amazing. I normally just apply a little bit of bronzer, so I'm just going to quickly do that, and I just use my powder brush because I don't really care. I don't really use a lot of brushes if I'm doing a quick thing. I kind of just multitask, so I'm just using my Cover FX bronzer in Sunkissed, my favorite bronzer. So I just like to apply that just to add a bit of shape to my face and colour, so I look a little bit less dead. Now, I do like to apply a luminizer. My favorite highlighter at the moment is still my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors Impress. And at the moment, I'm loving mixing Champagne Pop and Moonstone together, just because I love Champagne Pop. It is so gorgeous, but I am just too pale to wear it. It's amazing if you have tan skin or a little bit darker than me, which is probably everyone, but I have to mix it to work on my face, but it is just gorgeous. So I'll just quickly do that and apply it just on my cheekbones, a little bit above the bridge, nose, above the brows. So I do like to apply lipstick just because I feel like I just need it. Like, it doesn't look that great like this. I kind of just go for a natural everyday color just because it's easier to put on. Don't need to worry about like lining your lips and that. You just gotta chuck it on, you know? And my favorite go-to lipstick just to go with this look and what I normally wear is Please Me by MAC. Okay guys, so that's the look. I hope you enjoyed watching it and it helped some of you out there that's a little bit strapped for time. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!